So flexibility for us is really about moving the industry into the future. It's moving it to the point where we can say, just as consumers have many more choices in the streaming services that they can choose from, compared to the backdrop of when we only had one video provider in our home, just as you can choose from multiple screens to watch TV and video instead of just that one screen that we've had in the past. And just as you've been able to create flexibility in when you consume the shows that you really want to see, we need to marry that flexibility in the industry. We should not be locked into one currency that measures one screen and can't be deduplicated from all of the other options that we presented the consumer. So what we're advocating is that take your upfront strategy and get more value from it. Take the investment that you've earmarked for this year and make sure that every dollar is reaching some incremental and beneficial audience that you've been able to reach in the past. Because if you don't, there's a risk. The risk is that you reach the same people way too many times, you over-index on frequency, and you under-deliver on reach. And so what we are driving the industry towards is to give clients the flexibility to buy what they need to buy, but also get transparency and the ability to optimize for deduplication and incrementality.
So, just tell us about the importance of optimization and sort of what the Samba platform does and how you think it's important for the industry.
Yeah, you bet. The unique feature of Samba's data is that it's first party to us. It's built on a footprint of over 20 brands of television around the world. It has real-time connectivity to Samba and all of our partners. And we really want to democratize the value of this data. We're unique in that we're not trying to make this a walled garden strategy where we're the only ones that get access to the data. We're basically saying our partners, whether they're ad tech platforms or even the agencies and the marketers themselves, can actually integrate with this real-time insight and then optimize for outcomes to help bring this marketplace forward and really see the benefit of this. We're willing to take the risk ourselves and demonstrate that we can deliver an incremental household, an incremental audience. We've created the ICPM metric to put guarantees in marketplace so that the buys that you enable with Samba only deliver an incremental impression that we will quantify, and those are the only ones that you would have to pay for. So it takes all of the risk out of moving linear TV budgets into connected TV and into digital platforms and only paying for that incremental audience.
Great. And Ash, tell us sort of what you're seeing, some broader trends. I know you did the state of viewership. Tell us sort of some takeaways that you'd like to share with us today.
There's been an incredible amount of insight, I would say, that we've been able to provide. As a result of being a first-party data company, we have a unique and proprietary view into viewership and how it's changed over the last several years and how we think it'll change in the future. One of the things that we've shared in some recent studies is that a tremendous amount of linear TV impressions, over 90%, are reaching about 50% of the audience. So we've got a high degree of frequency and probably an underwhelming amount of reach from a linear-only strategy. We've also seen that in the connected TV and OTT environment, that with all the choices that people have, nearly 2/3 of the viewers for major streaming providers are coming in and watching just one video from that provider, meaning that people now cherry pick their favorite show from most of the major providers in market. So what we need to deliver as a solution for marketing is the ability to reach an incremental household and then to make sure that we're optimizing for frequency across platforms. It can't be an optimization at a single screen, a single provider, a single OS. This has to be cross-platform and it has to be cross-screen, ideally at the household level. If we don't do this, we suffer from what I think many of us have seen at home, which is that you see the same ad over and over again, and it gets much worse. It's compounded if you move from service to service because the industry isn't optimizing cross-platform.
So Ash, let's talk a little about multi-currency and industry adoption, what you're seeing.
It stands to reason that with all the great choices we have in the number of providers we can choose from, a video, with all of the choice we have in the number of screens, and the flexibility over when we watch our favorite shows, it would make sense that we offer flexibility and choice in the number of measurement providers to the marketers who have varying needs. A marketer might be optimizing for the top of the funnel or the bottom of the funnel, might be operating for a particular vertical or industry, and might have very different needs than another vertical industry. To meet the needs of the modern marketer, we need to offer that same level of choice and flexibility in currency. A multi-currency future is inevitable, and every major publisher needs to give marketers choice. Evidence of that, this year at the tech showcase of Disney, they announced that they're not only supporting the legacy providers of Nielsen and Comscore, they've selected Samba as a provider of deduplicated reach and frequency. Why does Disney do that? Well, they live in the future. They are in the future. They've got tremendous scale in broadcast, cable, streaming, and digital. And so they needed to be able to bring that entire wealth of inventory to market with a single source of truth for deduplication of reach. That's an important thing for Disney. We saw that at their showcase, they announced that Hyundai has been an important innovation partner. And certainly we expect agencies to follow suit, because we really need budgets to work harder this year than ever. And we need to make sure that we leverage all of the ways to reach the consumer, not just one screen.